Curious Obsession deck we've been playing. We had a lot of fun with that, and we had a lot of fun with his decks in general. Basically, it's just your general snake package that splashes for... Well, not splashes, technically the green's more of a splash, but it's a straight 3 colors. The mano's horrendous. I don't know how we won with it last time. I played awful, but we'll see how it goes again. If you guys hear background noise, I apologize. It's people cleaning in the home. I would like to play first. Alright, we'll keep this in. We don't have a creature, so it's hard for me to say it's good, but whatever. Actually won all of our lands, so we're just going to start with this one. Boom. So if this is blue-white, I'm going to assume that we're already dead since we have literally nothing going on. And be quite disappointed about it. Well, again, I really feel like we need some kind of pressure. It kind of sucks to get rid of our cast outs, especially when they have that thing in play, but don't have any other idea what to really do here. We can't just let them go unchecked or we have no chance. Oh, please, Planeswalker, resolve and do nothing. That's basically what this Planeswalker does right now. If it resolves, it does nothing. I guess since we can play around Supreme Will, even though they're unlikely to be using it, we might as well. Might as well get this counterspelled too. Go get him, Snake. Wonder if we can concede yet. Guess we won't because we're streaming. But they have a Teferi, a Search for Azcanta, and a handful of cards already. Okay, that is enough to I give up at this point. We do have a decent sideboard package for this match, though. We get to bring in the powerful discard spells, a couple of bindings, this thing, and potentially these things. We get rid of all of our fatal pushes and some of our walking ballistas, though I do believe that the last time we played this deck, we came to the conclusion that siding out walking ballistas just felt terribly wrong and that they were super good versus a lot of decks. Actually under the impression that Foreign Lieutenant might actually be better than Knight of Grace as well. Because if they seal away it or cast away it, we get a token and it can just close on its own in the late game if it's the last threat left. What don't we want? I typically don't like cards like Rishkar in a match like this. So I think we're going to dump those. Actually, probably just want all of our dewdrops. But I'm still going to just cut some walking ballistas. I know I was told not to before, but like I still just don't think they're great in this match. I think you like kind of want to draw one at some point to close a game, but that's basically it. Alright, so this hand's a pretty quick keep. We have a 2-drop, we have a 3-drop, we have a 4-drop. We get our first true drop in before he can counterspell. Hopefully they won't have a negate for the history. I should have played the Effer Hub. This was a mistake. Play around no counter spells. That's how you get it done. This is kind of interesting. Is it better to just jam one of these, you think? Or just play the aggressive one? I think we're going to play the Glint Siphoner. I feel like it's too good of a chance that whatever we play here gets counterspelled. Could potentially just not played anything. So we play this one pre-combat. It'll let us know whether we can attack or not, and for how many. So we can attack with the team. Guess we're just going to attack with these two. They can't be silhouetted. If he has settle, he's good. If he has cast out, he gets another turn, of course. It was kind of weird. He could have actually survived the combat and he chose not to. The more I think about it, the more I think this card's just better than Walking Ballista too, because it can return the glints that die. He chose not to give himself an extra turn. It's kind of weird to me. Maybe he thought we were a different deck and took out his sweepers and didn't have outs. I don't think we can keep this hand. Actually, don't think we can keep this hand either. I'm going to keep it because of the scry. So we have a scry and 2 draw steps. We basically have 3 turns to hit a land, and basically any land's usable here. I'd rather play you. They might not have an Essence Scatter or Syncopate, and we know over the next 2 turns we'd rather just play History. Alright, well, we know what we're doing the next 3 turns then. That was pretty good for us. Cool thing is here, if they do have Settled Wreckage next turn, it's going to fix our mana something fierce. They found a negate. I guess we would rather them not have Settle. Oh, well, they're going to have Settle either way. Kind of interesting. I guess we're going to get rid of the Teferi and just attack with one thing. If they want to settle one thing, they can, but I assume they're just going to Glimmer instead. And then we're going to play a very weird game from here that I don't know if we can win without being able to deploy our spells. Guess we'll play this one. We can't attack because we know they have the Gear Hulk. They can scatter this, that's fine. Basically, we have to try to tread water now till we can resolve the Vivian to kill this. Oh, they hit another Teferi. That's game then. We won't beat the other Teferi. That's too much. I can still draw 3 cards here. Kind of ridiculous. I assume they have a counter spell and that there's nothing we can do. Alright, so they have a settled wreckage and a disallow. Which means they get a guaranteed ultimate and there's nothing we can do about it. This resolves, we'll use it on Teferi. Or Geralt. If it doesn't resolve, we'll scoop and move on to the next round. Jump into the next round. This hand seems like it's a keep. With turn 2 snake, turn 3 Rishkar. Hopefully our snake survives combat. It's not competitive standard? What do you mean? It says they're double queuing competitive. No, we're in competitive. I guess that's just bugged then? I don't know. Should I have the white one? Well, I guess we're stuck in our main phase. Unfortunate. Feel like this game's over. They did have a 1-drop, 2-drop, and then a play on turn 3 though, so. Guess we're blocking here then. Hmm. Maybe I shouldn't block here. Yeah, I don't really need the mana, so if they have the Chain Whirler, they just have it, I think. They don't have the Chain Whirler? Interesting. Hmm. What are they targeting? They're targeting this? Why didn't they do this last turn when they even had an artifact? Alright. This is weird to me as well. So everything's attacking there. I guess this is pretty easy block. Keeping our Fang seems relevant here. Don't want to tap on my black mana. So I have a Cast Out versus Phoenix Hazard Glorybringer. There's nothing we can really do here but hope they make a bad attack towards Johnny. They're not going to. Me, a Johnny. Yeah. Pretty much as expected. They're just going to cycle this. I think this game's running away from us, and I think we need to get this game over with. There's Fatal Pushes in our deck, so... There we go. That was some good draws. Just want to attack with him this turn. As soon as they draw a Glorybringer, we're in rough shape. Goblin Chain Whirl is exceedingly good because of the Soulscar Mage, but they still don't have brilliant attacks. Well, that was very bad for us. I think we're going to attack with this one over here that has first strike. If they want to block it with the Kari Zev, the Soulscar Mage, and the Chain Whirler, that's fine. We get to kill one. Well, they drew a Phoenix. That's probably game. So if I use this on this and bash with the team, what happens? They have 4 blockers, and they could technically take 13, so they could like take this, this, and this, and this, and just like block, then kill us. That's not good then, is it? I guess we play this. Let's see what we hit. We hit a Walking Ballista, so that'll be good for next turn, assuming we survive. Probably should have attacked with one knight again. I don't think there's any way for me to stay lethal. Well, attack with the first striker only. So basically we have to dodge Chandra, Glorybringer. Chandra and Glorybringer is it. God dang it. They literally only had Chandras and Glorybringers to draw. Or the game was over and we were going to win next turn. Gosh dang it. Thought we had it. Sideboard in these, and these, and this. take out some of the X1s. Don't actually think Walking Bliss was great versus this deck either. Actually, surprisingly, don't think Vivian's good versus this deck, even though we kind of relied on it, or were relying on it last game to try to win. But like, we have to have a Vivian plus one of our other things, and I just think that's not super likely. Argument that I should have brought in Reclamation Sage. Yeah, I should have brought in Reclamation Sage, I think. Going a little too fast. Alright, we keep. Start with this land. And then every land we have will come into play untapped. Fun times. We're kind of doing our thing at the moment. They're also kind of doing their thing at the moment. Oh, that was a play mistake. I should have played Sun Petal Grove. Should have played Sun Petal Grove, I think. So even if they have Chandra and tick down on this, we get the Lyra and tick up on Lyra. So it ended up not mattering that we made a play mistake. To fade Hour of Glories, Doom Blades, and Murderous or Unlicensed Integrations, Murder Boats. Of course, why would you not have the best possible? Well, our Johnny's definitely going to die. We cannot protect it, so we might as well get back a snake. Be sad that we've like super flooded again after I feel like we lost round 1 due to land issues. In a match I felt favored versus. I don't feel favored versus this match at least. But when your opponent draws 4 lands and you draw more than or when you draw double their lands, like, it doesn't feel like you really get to complete. You're not playing the same game. I think there's a chance they won't attack or won't block. I don't think we're winning this game anyway through conventional means, so I'm like basically rolling dice here. If they block, we 100. Oh, if they block with the Phoenix, rather, we 100% lose. If they block with the Heart of Karen, we don't care a whole lot. They don't want a burn spell to be able to kill it, so we'll go ahead and play our land. We're fine with that. Hey, Sean, what's up, man? I don't know why, but I find it weird that they even blocked, or that they attacked. Oh, how lovely. Oh, I just punted. I punted so bad. I think we had the game till I punted. I should have blocked here. What can we do now? We can attack with them all. He just blocks here. Think we could have won this game till we just did that. Attack with them. Oh, he just blocks. Actually, he's going to block. But he takes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. If I attack with them all, he just blocks 1. He still wins. If I don't attack with them all, I lose though. So I'm just dead either way. Yep, you win. I guess you don't win. You have to hit something. You're going to go down to 4 here. Or sorry, 6. And we can let one of these hit us. Or our board can currently take care of these 2. So they have to hit something this turn. If we untap with this, we just win. Why did... Yep. We might have stolen this game. If they have a Chain Whirler and Slow Road us, I'm going to be filthily upset. If they have an Abrade or something, we're going to have to draw another Walking Ballista. Alright, they don't have an Abrade. Oh. We're going to draw another Walking Ballista anyway. This makes things a little trivial. We just have 6 counters in play, or on our creatures. Actually, I do think I want this Reclamation Sage. I think it was a mistake for me not to bring it in a minute ago. And now that I think about it, I guess I want these as well. I just think Rishkars are like kind of bad on the draw. Not you. I said Rishkar. Okay, I just pulled the Reclamation Sage back out. But it's fine. This hand's a keep. So one of our lances is going to come into play tapped no matter what. I think we'll start with this one because they have an Abrade. We at least get a 1/1. Too bad if they have a Chain Whirler, they killed a 1/1, but sometimes you do live to dream. Chandra tick down, maybe? Untapped white source. You can do it, deck. That's not an untapped white source. Not an untapped white source at all. Should have ticked up on Chandra. Oh, never mind. They're ticking up for mana. That's fine then. I didn't know they were ticking up for mana when I started to speak. That's magma spray. Kind of just want to kill the Phoenix here, but that has to be wrong. I don't know how many more stream rays there are going to be, or ray streams. So probably shouldn't bother with all that. I think we're approaching the end of our streaming career. I think I'm just going to go ahead and play it. It's just a 2/2. Another Phoenix. Come on, homie. Can we draw a Lyra? I guess they have too many things in their graveyard for me to care about that. That one's kind of interesting. I bet he lets me kill a Phoenix this way. Do I want to kill the Phoenix though, or do I want to kill the Chandra? I guess I want to kill the Phoenix. Guess I could just cast out on a Phoenix. That does about the same damn thing. And do both. I lose one of my creatures if I do it that way, but I get the Chandra and the Phoenix. That's probably better. The creature I lose is very likely the Winding Constrictor, which is pretty nice, but yeah, I think I'm just going to cast out one of these and then send it all at that. Need to get that off the board. Maybe he forgets that we have the Fatal Push and blocks the Knight, but I assume the Winding Constrictor's just dying. Articaron's a good draw. Alright, so our Kingdom for a Lyra. Can't activate you still. I guess we hold you back to block this thing then, because our life total's so low. That puts us at having to draw Lyra next turn, and him having to brick. Hey, White Korean. Yep, more black-red. It's Lyra. So if we were going to have a chance, this is what it is. Lots of things kill it, but it's our only chance. I think we're just going to attack. Glorybringer and stuff is the only reason this is bad, but if we just play the top deck war, we're going to lose at this life total at some point anyway. They have too many cards that just win. And getting one attack in here saves us a turn. He knows about the Fatal Push. He saw it. Excellen's Binding wouldn't be bad. Cast Out wouldn't be bad. We're gaining life like this. And up until we don't. Yeah, well, we have a 3/3 now. They have another land. Now they're going to block. Well, golly. Guess I'm fine with any type of trade we do here. But he knows we have this Fatal Push, so that was kind of weird to me. I feel like that means we're going to win now. Because now we have a Cast Out for a Glorybringer. That's pretty good. Sure, that one's good too. So we can cast out this and make them chump block. Or cast down. I don't know why I keep saying cast out. So now they have to answer this Walking Ballista. That's fine. You have to block. And then you have to hit something that can kill our Walking Ballista and or block next turn. If not, we're going to get a game. Nice. So we won the match. What did we lose to round one? I've already forgot. Oh, blue-white control. Through some unfortunate series of events. I didn't expect to win that game. I knew we were all in on Lyra, and I didn't expect to get there because we typically don't. I'm dead tired. I don't know if anybody's realized this, but I'm always dead tired. Stick it to the man. I don't drink caffeine. My body is a temple. I like saying that, but no, I don't drink caffeine. Also, don't drink alcohol, smoke cigarettes, do drugs, have premarital sex. I don't do any of that. The one thing I do eat, though, or or do, I'm so childish. The one thing that I do an excess of is eat. I am fat AF. And not PHT. Hey, we have an opponent. Oh, I love to eat. I'd like to be eating right now. Oh, we have to mulligan. I will keep it because of the scry. The game could be over bright and early. This is a Ken Yukihiro deck from a while back. We already have 150 with it. But, it's not looking good this league, considering we've already lost a round and then we mulliganed and didn't hit our second land. This is similar to how we lost round 1 as well, by the way. It wasn't just a color thing, it was a land count thing. Not sure how I feel about Mistcloaked Herald in that deck. I don't think you need more things that die to Goblin Chainwhirler. Alright, well, this is fun. We're a Winding Constrictor, Walking Ballista deck, so I have to imagine that we're a stone favorite here. But it does not seem like it matters. If we miss the land drop this turn, I guess we'll give ourselves 2 turns. Though I don't think we can come back from here. I think we're already too far behind, and we can't ever get rid of the Tempest Gen. I don't think there's anything we could do to race now. And he'll have some number of counter spells or something else to add to the board as well. Like, it could just be a Syncope, it could be a Merfolk Trickster, but whatever it is, it's something. It could be a Spell Pierce. Or a Wizard's Retort. Alright, that's game. And we have like 25 lands, I think. Yeah. So this is good versus them, this is good versus them, this is good versus them. This is fine, this is fine, and this is fine. What cards aren't great? We definitely want to keep the Walking Ballista package. I don't think we want Knight of Grace. It's got enough X4s. Maybe they're fine. Let's trim on one of these. Let's trim on a couple of these. You probably don't want all of these 5s. I guess I don't actually want that card. All of these 5s seem really good versus them, though. We'll cut a history. Yeah, I feel like I'm probably a favorite here, but we saw how game one went. Would I like to play first? Yes. I'm gonna keep this hand, but like this hand's pretty medium. Now we're having a color thing. But we have a 2-drop to play, and then hopefully our Rishkar will resolve after that. Is it bad that I kind of just want to kill that? I'm gonna play this. Well, it looks like we're gonna have a very intense race. Um, the thing is, I want to race. Like I actively want to race here, and I kind of want to hide the walking ballista so we can fatal push a Tempest Gen. Like I'm actively trying to force a weird race because I think we win just by attacking. I don't think their deck can handle us just attacking and playing defense. I'm not casting Walking Ballista in to counterspell mana. I'm just gonna fatal push. Yeah, I didn't think they could win with us just attacking. Like I've played a lot of this blue deck, and I thought if we cast creatures basically as fast as them, that they couldn't ever win. I'm just gonna keep this. This hand seems like a keep, but it seems like it would be harder to win with this hand than the last hand. Our mana lines up really weird this game too. Because it feels like we have to lead on one of these and not the Scattered Grove because of the Effer Hub. This also might stop them from playing Curious Obsession. Baral's good. We're definitely going to have a lot of awkward mana this game. Uh-oh, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, we have to draw some of our removal in quick. We don't have a lot of time. Now, they're out ahead of us. I think we're going to struggle now. Can play Double Spell next turn. Like, maybe that does something. All of our lands come into play tapped. We actually can't play Double Spell. I'm an idiot. Huh. What can they have? Trying to bait them into playing a Merfolk Trickster here. That's not a Merfolk Trickster at all. I feel like they have to have something, though. Maybe it's just Counterspell? I don't have any idea. Oh gosh. So 3, 6, 7. So if they have a Counterspell for this Walking Ballista, we will lose. If they don't, we're looking okay. 3 cards in hand. It feels like they basically have to have it. Okay, so I guess we want to start the turn with this. And then see what happens. That's interesting. Hmm. So we'll play around Dive Down, I guess. If they have 2 things, there's nothing we can do. If they have 1 thing, we're probably okay. They discarded a Siren Storm Tamer? I'm just not going to attack then. Actually, I'm still just going to attack. The best it can be is like Trickster, tap one of our things. Another Tempest Gen. Don't think I'm going to draw the card this time. Even though I actually feel like it's relatively safe for me to. I kind of just want to attack with everything. Can't attack with everything though. So I guess we'll just play this. Smash that. If they don't have a Spell Pierce or something, yeah. But I guess if they had a Spell Pierce or something, they're going to win anyway. So it would have been safe to attack with the Knight. The play I made's terrible because now if they have an Unsummon, I lose as well. I was going to lose an Unsummon either way. I keep saying all these hypothetical things that were going to kill me no matter what. So yeah, like I'm playing around things that I can't play around. That's fun. I guess I'm going to draw my card now. So I die to a Trickster. That's not a Trickster. attack with 12, so he has to chump block. He doesn't have to chump block, technically. He can trade with one of our things if he wants, but if he does, he drops to essentially a different price. I don't die. They have to block. They're at 12. So we don't want to draw. We don't want to draw, because that'd be a poopy way to lose. Click no. Now we're just showing off, I think. No, there's money on the line. We don't want to click draw. We'll tap these two. And assume that they're just dead. Cryptic tap draw. That'd get us. That would certainly get us. Not particularly. I don't, thank you for the follow, by the way, Matthew. But, not particularly. I'm kind of tired of the current standard format, but, like, I'm not really excited for a new one either. I'm in a spot where, like, I don't really have a local gaming store that I enjoy. Like, some number of their Friday Night Magics don't even fire. Like, it's a non-zero amount. And I don't really want to dedicate money to play a paper game where I can't even play weekly. And then it's just too far to travel to go to, like, PPTQ, Star City Games, or Grand Prix or anything. So when I'm not playing in real life, like, I lose a lot of enthusiasm for the game. So I'm not particularly excited for it. And it's mostly due to the location where I live. Alright, so we're playing for a pity chest. And I think we'll keep this hand. Well, this hand does not seem good compared to anything that can lead with a faded pulls. I wish my store was a little more robust, but, I mean, it is what it is. Well, if they're going to kill that, we'll play the History of Benalia now. Think it's a threat that gives us a better chance to win anyway. We'll probably play the other history next turn regardless. I just don't think we will where we live. Maybe in some stores I could agree with you, but where we live, I just don't think that's going to be a thing. Alright, well, we're just going to bash here. We're going to assume they have a counterspell, so what's the best thing to let them counterspell? Probably another history. No, it's probably just Rishkar. I guess I should have played this pre-combat then, but then they would have been more likely to use a contempt or something on the knight. So this next turn is the turn that I really want to tax them. Guess we're just gonna play history. I think we have some serious troubles right now. Again, this is the punishment we get for playing a 3-color mana base. I think by the time Rishkar actively resolves that we're past that phase of the game, like, I feel like we're moving into the Gear Hulk phase of the game. Sorry, I'm gonna have to mute this since there's somebody vacuuming now. Well, we drew our 4th knight. They're going to Gear Hulk and cast down probably. There's nothing we can do about it. We can't play our spells. We just have to sit here and wait to die. We could not attack and we had to save the knight, but I would rather attack and just hope he didn't have the Gear Hulk. Kind of tilting. Oh, right on time. Wait, what? Oh, I gotta go through that first. Alright, well. Maybe their hand's bad. I can't even envision a scenario that we win here. Guess I'm going to play this one. I think it'll get counterspelled. But because they could have another Gear Hulk, I'm going to play around the sensor. If this resolves, I'm going to minus to get back to Winding Restrictor. But I assume they have another Gear Hulk. Which is why I didn't play the Vivian Reed there. Alright, well, we just lose. Let's move on to the next game. I think these are good in a match like this. Also think all of you are. Don't think you're particularly good. Don't think you're particularly good, though some people tell me I need them. Also like trimming on those. Let's just go with 3 of that effect. Basically, I want to be an aggro deck here. Easy keep. What land do we want to lead with? I guess we'll lead with one of these so we can have 3 lands that come into play untapped. Punished. Because I'm clearly going to play that and get the glint down. Oh, wow. Well then. Didn't expect that from them. Alright, so let's start with this. Okay, their hand is ridiculous. I don't know what of this we can ever beat. I guess I have to take the Glimmer? Play around the center here. Well, it looks like we're not getting to play game 1 or game 2. Okay. Yeah, well, let's start with this. I'm going to try to take the other Vraska's Contempt and hope that this little guy can go to distance with 2 attacks. Well, it's technically 3 attacks, right? Though, they can disallow our triggers, of course. I'm just going to play this. There's no reason to let them disallow it, I guess. they're using a card on an activation, that feels great for us. If they drew a removal spell, we're probably just dead with no chance to win. They drew the removal spell, so we're probably dead with no chance to win. Now they can cast 2 hard counter spells even. At least we stop them from getting a search of activation this turn. And if they brick next turn, maybe we draw another threat. Okay. Well, it's technically a brick. It's not a brick if they have an Essence Scatter or a Fatal Push, but the card alone does nothing. Yeah, it's the same thing. We needed that 2 damage that turn, and them needing to draw. This is weird. I didn't F6 this turn. Why? Why did we go through a turn that I didn't F6? I literally don't have my hand on my keyboard. Why did we not get to play our last turn? My hand's literally not on my keyboard. We know he has a disallow, so... I guess he has another Teferi? Disallowed my turn. And GG. Yes, this is Abzan Snake. We 5-0'd with it one league, but now we're 2-2. We've lost the 2 control decks. We beat the other 2 decks. I have an opponent. Ah, The Sands a keep. Another controllish opponent. That's bad. If our other 4 matches... See ya, White Korean. If our other 4 matches are any indication, this is a bad sign. At least it's mid-range. Please don't have a glint sleeve siphoner. Thank you. Don't think we can win without drawing lands. Yeah, so this game's over. We have 0 chance this game. We can't really cycle this cast out because we only have 2 ways to beat a Scarab God in our entire deck. We can't really play without lands. Wonderful. I don't even want to attack. Like, I don't want to put this Champion of Wits in the graveyard. I guess I'm going to try to play this. They have to have a land at some point, right? The longer I don't attack, the more foolish I look. I definitely thought that they were. This game's definitely over with. They still have 5 cards in their hand. We still can't even deploy our cards. So he's going to have a removal spell for that. This is going to put on 1 counter, probably. Oh, it's even worse. They have multiple syncopates and sensors. I just want to concede this game. Like, I don't want to play anymore. As usual, the snake decks lose to the mini black card or the mini black removal spell decks. Alright, we're done here. So, want this, want this. Kinda want this, but it's not very good. I don't really want it. I'm gonna cut some of these. I'm just gonna cut all of those, screw it. I don't really want those either. Bring in 2 duresses, even though duresses typically aren't good in this match. Seems like our first outing where we got a 5-0 was a fluke. Because this seems like a pretty big hole in this deck if we just can't beat these decks. We only got paired versus 1 red-black deck today, unfortunately. Johnny can buy back our snakes. Like, I'm playing a Johnny for the -2 more than anything else. Being able to -2 and get back our powerful creatures seems relevant. Because our powerful creatures are going to die fast and early. I'm not going to keep 6 lands. Goodbye, Glint. I don't think a 2-mana 2/3 do nothing is going to be good either, so I can agree with you that neither are great. But I don't think we win this game at all without some number of these cards in play. And Johnny seems like numbers 8 through 12 of these two cards. Whereas the Foreign Lieutenant's just like a 2-3. That we might be able to pump up at some point, but like their deck's like infinite removal spells. Play that one first. Kind of hope that they Essence Scatter it. Because that means if they don't Essence Scatter that, this might get syncopated. Or censored. Or resolved and Yahini's expertised or something. Weird. Well, I kind of wanted him to syncopate. The prize was Glint Siphoner, so if he syncopated this, the Glint Siphoner definitely resolved. So this would have resolved 100% if he counterspelled this. And if he couldn't syncopate this, he would have had to syncopate for this then. So like I actively wanted to give him the chance to syncopate this. Because this is the card I cared about of the two. And drag. Nope, looks like opponent's just going to win. Oh, JK, we drew a good card. Well, that's fun. So we have a chance. We still have trouble beating just a Scarab God. Like, Scarab God into Gear Hulk would be super hard to beat. Scarab God into just buying this back would still be hard to beat. Should do this after I attack, but doesn't have a fatal push anyway. They could have just, that's fair. That was a better play. So this will be the Gear Hulk, and then we'll be able to concede. Yep. Yeah, we might have won with your play. Probably wouldn't have. But it seems like the game's over now. I'll get back Hostage Taker. And pretty sure we're going to concede unless we draw some baller spell that's not in our deck. Well, it did what I wanted it to do. Just what I wanted it to do isn't good enough in this spot. It did do what we wanted it to do. It brought back one of the cards I considered important, but we're so far behind that buying back a Glint Sleeve Siphoner doesn't seem like it matters now. Also, Foreign Lieutenant also would not matter here. So neither of the cards in question would matter here at all. Alright, we're done. Anyway, so we lost to the 3 Fatal Push decks as expected. We beat the other 2 decks. And that's going to do it for us. We're going to hop out of here. I might actually play a red-black deck tomorrow so we can win. I have no idea. But now we've lost 2 days in a row and I kind of salty about it. I'm not actually salty about it. But anyway, take care everybody and thanks for stopping by.